शुक्लांबरधरं विष्णुं शशिवर्णं चतुर्भुजं प्रसन्नवदनं ध्यायेत् सर्वविघ्नोपशान्तये। सरस्वती नमस्तुभ्यं वरदे कामरूपिणि विद्यारम्भं करिष्यामि सिद्धिर्भवतु मे सदा। सदाशिवसमारम्भां शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम्। श्रुतिस्मृतिपुराणानाम् आलयं करुणालयं नमामि भगवत्पादं शङ्करं लोकशङ्करं। शङ्करं शङ्कराचार्यं केशवं बादरायणं सूत्रभाष्यकृतौ वन्दे भगवन्तौ पुनः पुनः। ईश्वरो गुरुरात्मेति मूर्तिभेदविभागिने व्योमवद्व्याप्तदेहाय दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः। ॐ सहनाववतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यङ्करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। ॐ शान्तिः शान्तिः शान्तिः। कठोपनिषद अध्याय 2 वल्ली 1 मंत्र 3। येन रूपं रसंगंधं शब्दान् स्पर्शाश्च मैथुनान् एतेनैव विजानाति किमत्र परिशिष्यते। एतद्वै तत्। In the previous 2 verses, the Shruti talked about the need for vairagya as a sadhana for attaining Atmajnana. An extrovert who is interested in material sources of happiness cannot attain Atmajnana. Therefore, a mumukshu should make special effort to cultivate vairagya. This message was conveyed in last 2 verses. Now, the Shruti says how one can understand the Atma. One might ask this question: can we experience the Atma as any other object? Is Atma an object of experience? We have an orientation in our mind to know any object, to know anything as an object of our experience. because that is how we understand any other object. As an object of experience, whether it is pot or whether it is table or any sweet, it is experience. Rasgulla experience. You put rasgulla in your mouth and chew, it is an experience. Rasgulla bliss. And it is for a while. Rasgulla experience. Rajbhog experience. Rajbhog is another sweet. Vaikuntha Bhog is another experience. What is Vaikuntha Bhog? Is another sweet. Likewise, can we experience Atma as Rasgulla or Rajbhog? That is what many people are seeking. Atma experience. When we seek the experience of Atma, there are many problems. First of all, we think Atma is an object. And if it is an object, it is Anatma. Therefore, if you seek experience of Atma, it will end up being non-Atma. This is a great problem. That is why the people who seek the experience of Atma, they have not even understood the very term Atma. The very word Atma, if you understand, you will not seek to experience the Atma. Therefore, the Shruti says, it cannot be experienced as an object. Then how to understand the Atma? It is the one because of which every experience is possible. That is how the Shruti presents the Atma. It is the one because of which every experience is possible. No experience is possible without consciousness. Because what is experience? Experience is a knowledge. It is a knowledge. And a knowledge is not possible without a Chaitanya, without consciousness. The Jada cannot have knowledge. The insentient cannot have knowledge. Therefore, to have knowledge, there should be sentiency. In the body, there is no sentiency. Body is insentient. The mind is insentient. The senses are insentient. Then what enables the possibility of knowledge that we find in our mind and senses? Every experience that we get, whether it is Rasgulla experience or Jalebi experience, it happens through our mind and senses. What makes these experiences possible? The Shruti says it is the Atma. Yena Atmana. Because of which Atma. Etena eva. Etena Atmana. This Atma, which is under discussion, which is the subject matter of this Upanishad. Etena eva. There is evakara, na anyena ityartha. When there is eva, any other possibility is ruled out. There is no other consciousness that makes knowledge possible. Etena Atmana. If there is any principle that makes knowledge possible, it is the Atma. Etena eva. Rupam. Rupa, color. Rasam, taste. Gandham, smell. Shabdan, sound. Sparshan, touch. And Maithunan, Maithuna. Maithuna means a relation. And Bhashyakara says, the pleasure born of relation. The experience of pleasure born of relation. All these objects are known. Vijanati. An individual knows. Lokaha vijanati. We have to supply a karta for vijanati. And the karta is lokaha, an individual, a person. Vijanati. He experiences all these objects. And what makes the experience possible? It is the Atma Tattva. Saha Atma. We have to add Saha Atma. It is the Atma. It is the Brahman. किमत्र परिशिष्यते आत्मनः अविज्ञेयं किम अत्र परिशिष्यते. अत्र, in this world, atmanah avigneyam, that which is not known by Atma, that which is not illumined by Atma, kim parishishyate, what remains. Anything that is known because of the Atma. Anything that becomes evident because of the Atma. Without the Atma, nothing in the world can become evident. And here we have to understand one more thing also, which is not mentioned in the Bhashya itself. The evidence of an object and the existence of an object, they go hand in hand. For something to exist, it should be evident. If it is not evident, you cannot talk of its existence. One cannot make a statement, there is an object exists, but it is not known to anyone by any means at any point of time. This statement is absurd. There is an object which is not known to anyone by any means at any point of time. This statement is absurd. If it is not known to anyone at any point of time, how can you say it exists? Therefore, evidence of an object and existence of an object go together. To be evident, it should exist. And to exist, it should be evident. Therefore, asti and bhati, they are together. Asti exists and bhati, they are together. Sat and Chit, they are always together. Now, because of Atma, an object becomes evident. That means the evidence of an the evidence of an object depends on Atma. If the evidence of the object depends on the Atma, we can also conclude that the existence of the object also depends on the Atma. If the evidence of the object depends on the Atma, even the existence of the object depends on the Atma. And if the existence of the object depends on the Atma, what can we say? The object does not have independent existence. The object has a dependent existence. And the one that has a dependent existence, endorsed existence, is mithya. This is another trajectory of the argument. किमत्र परिशिष्यते आत्मनः अविज्ञेयं किम परिशिष्यते? What remains which does not become evident because of the Atma? Means everything becomes evident because of the Atma. Therefore, Atma is the substance of the universe. Etadvai tat, this is that. Etat means this. This Atma Tattva, which is the knower of, which is the illuminer of every object, which is the illuminer of every experience. And being the illuminer of every experience, it does not need an experience to be evident, because it is evident as the very illuminer of every experience. Like the light. The light illumines every object. Now, to illumine the light, you don't need another light. Is there light in the room? Let me bring a torch and see. Is there light in the room? I don't do it. The light illumines everything, and while illumining everything, even before it illumines other objects, it makes itself evident. Likewise, even before the Atma illumines other objects, it is self-evident. Swatassiddham, swaprakashaha, swatassiddhaha. It is swaprakasha. It is self-effulgent. Everything else get consciousness from the Atma. Like the senses, etc., mind, etc. The Atma does not borrow Chaitanya from anything else. Therefore, it is Swaprakasha. Its very nature is Chaitanya. And being Swaprakasha, it is Swatassiddha, self-evident. Therefore, do not seek an experience of Atma like Rasgulla experience, a blissful experience. When you meditate, it is Atma. Don't think so. It is not the blissful experience. Anything experienced, however blissful it is anatma. It is not a state of mind also. Because even the state of mind, is it Atma or Anatma? Anatma. Because a state is a state, limited to time, happening in our mind. Even the state of mind is a passing experience. Even that is illumined by Atma. Therefore, don't confine the Atma to a state of mind. It is not a state of mind. Some people say Advaita state. If Advaita is a state, it is not Advaita. No state can be Advaita. State is in the domain of Dvaita. Advaita is present in all state. Every Dvaita is in Advaita. Dvaita is projected on the Advaita, whether it is a state or anything else. Kimatra parishishyate etadvaitat etad atmatattvam. This Atma is that. That means the one that is asked by Nachiketa. Yan Nachiketasa prishtam. The one that was asked by Nachiketa. Anyatra dharmadanyatra krita kritat anyatra bhutacha bhavyacha yattat pashyasi tadvada. Nachiketa asks, and it is nothing but this, what Yama said. See the Bhashya. Yad vijnanat na kinchidanyat prarthayante brahmanaha katham tadadhigamaha iti. Yad vijnanat, because of the knowledge of what? Brahmanaha kinchit anyanna prarthayante. Brahmanaha, Brahmavidaha. We have to take Vyutpatyartha. Brahmavetiti Brahmanaha. Because of the knowledge of the Atma, the Brahmanaha, the Brahmajnanis, kinchit anyatna prarthayante. They don't seek anything more. Anyat kinchinna prarthayante. They don't seek anything more, because there is nothing more to seek. Brahmajnana gives absolute fulfillment. Yanlabdhva chaparam labham manyate nadhikam tataha atmalabhanna paro labha. There is no labha greater than atmalabha. Atmalabhat na paro labha. There is no further gain. There is no greater gain and there is no further gain also. Even a lesser gain is not possible after Atmajnana, because there is no lesser or greater. In fact, after knowing Brahma, all comparative degree and superlative degree also disappears. Vyavrittastamabadayaha, one of the acharyas says. All tarap, tamap, greater, greatest, everything disappears once you know Brahman. Because there is no second. If there is no second, with what will you compare? Vyavrittastamabadayaha. Alabdhvatishayam yasmad vyavrittastamabadayaha. Therefore, kinchit anyanna prarthayante brahmana. A jnani does not seek anything else. It is absolute kritarthata, kritakrityata. He has accomplished what has to be accomplished. There is nothing more to accomplish in life. He doesn't wait for something else to happen. This should happen to me, that should happen to me is gone. He will not even wait for the completion of the course. That is why some people are going already. Because nothing has to happen. Kinchit anyanna prarthayante brahmanaha. Katham tadadhigamaha. How to know it? Is it experienced as an object? Is it experienced in a state? This is the question. Then the Shruti rules out the possibility of experiencing the Atma as an object or as an experience in any particular state. See, Uchyate yena vijnana svabhavena atmana रूपम रसम गंधम शब्दान स्पर्शांश्च मैथुनान. In Kailas Ashram book, it is Mithuna Nimittan Sukha Pratyayan. The proper reading is Maithuna Nimittan Sukha Pratyayan, not Mithuna. Maithuna is a better reading and more correct. Gita Press has Maithuna, right? Huh? Even in Kailas Ashram book. See, Maithunan, Maithuna Nimittan Sukha Pratyayan. In Kailas Ashram book, it is Mithuna Nimittan Sukha Pratyayan. So, Maithuna Nimittan Sukha Pratyayan. Got it? Yeah. Maithuna Nimittan Sukha Pratyayan Vijanati Vispashtam Janati Sarvo Lokaha Uchyate. How the Atma is known it is being explained. Yena, because of which Atma. Vijnana Swabhavena Atmana. The Atma which is Vijnana Swabhava. Atma whose nature is Chaitanya. Vijnanam. Vijnanam means Chaitanya. Consciousness. Rupam, Rasam, Gandham. Rupa, color. Rasam, taste. Gandham, smell. Shabdan, sound. Sparshan, touch. And Maithunan, Maithuna, relations. Union between two is called Maithuna. And Bhashyakara takes Maithunan to mean Maithuna Nimittan Sukha Pratyayan. The Sukha Pratyaya, the experiences of happiness, the experiences of pleasure, born of Maithuna, Maithuna Nimittan. The happiness that is an experience. Any experience, any experiential happiness, it happens in the form of a pratyaya, sukha pratyaya. In our Anandamaya Kosha. It is also a vritti. Pratyaya means vritti. Every experience is in the form of a vritti. And the Sukha Pratyayas happen in our Anandamaya Kosha. And based on the degrees of happiness, it is called Priya, Moda and Pramoda. Tasya Priyameva Shiraha Modo Dakshinah Pakshaha Pramoda Uttarah Pakshaha. Priya, Moda and Pramoda. 3 degrees of experiences of happiness. And these experiences of happiness, the experiential happiness, even that is anatma. Because even that is experienced. Therefore, even the Sukha Pratyaya is anatma. That is why the bliss you experience in a state is not atma. It is also anatma. Vijanati means Vispashtam Janati, distinctly knows, clearly knows. Sarvo Lokaha, every individual. Now there is an objection. A question is raised. Nanu naivam prasiddhihi lokasya atmana dehadi vilakshanena aham vijanami iti dehadi sanghataha aham vijanami iti tu sarvo lokaha avagacchati. Yeah. So, the Upanishad says that the Atma, because of Atma, people are able to know, people are able to experience. And the Atma is distinct from the body and the senses and mind. And based on this, the Purva Pakshi is asking a question. In the world, people don't recognize an Atma. An Atma makes the experiences possible. This kind of an understanding does not exist in the world. There is no such prasiddhi. Then how do we generally know? We generally understand that me, who is the body, mind and senses, I am knowing. Me, who is nothing other than the body, mind and senses, know. In the world, the knowership, the knower status is attributed to body, mind and senses. It is loka prasiddha. It is a popular notion in the world. Then how can the Shruti say that there is an Atma because of which everyone knows? There is an Atma which makes the knowledge possible. It is against the popular understanding. Nanu naivam prasiddhihi lokasya. Lokasya evam prasiddhihi na asti. Lokasya. People in general, they don't have this kind of a prasiddhi, this kind of a popular understanding. What? Atmana dehadi vilakshanena aham vijanami iti. Atmana, because of the Atma, who is dehadi vilakshana, who is distinct from the deha, etc. Aham vijanami, I know. This prasiddhi is not there. Then what do people think? Dehadi sanghataha aham vijanami. Me, who is nothing other than body, mind, etc. Me, who is nothing other than dehadi sanghataha. Dehadi sanghata means the assemblage of body, etc. Body, mind, senses, prana, etc. Dehadi sanghataha aham vijanami. Iti tu sarvo lokaha avagacchati. This is what everyone understands. Everyone understands so. And how can the Shruti say something which is against the popular notion? Since it is talking against the popular notion, it is a pramana. Because the popular understanding is ignorance. It is ajnana. And the Shruti is trying to dispel the ajnana, dispel the popular notion. Just because majority say something, it does not mean it is correct. Even if everyone says something, if it is not based on popular, valid source of knowledge, it cannot be correct. Therefore, when we come to Vedanta, we should not follow popularity. We cannot follow the masses. Everyone does this, so let me do this. Everyone thinks so, therefore let me also think so. Gatanugatiko lokaha. People follow what other people do. That is the general trend in the world. The world in general is sheepish. Sheepish means like a sheep. Sheep just follow. They don't think where I am going. The sheep don't know. They just follow the herd mentality. Loka prasiddhi. Everyone does this. Let me also do this. Everyone thinks this is correct. Let me also think this is correct. Even that is another aspect of aviveka. Following the popularity is another aspect of aviveka. That is why kaschid dhiraha. A dhiraha is kaschit, and he does not follow the herd like a sheepish follower. He stops and thinks, where am I going? He thinks. And then he employs his pramana. The proper and valid means of knowledge. That is why I said we should not become followers. In Vedanta, there is nothing called followers. Shankaracharya followers. Don't become Shankaracharya follower. Shankaracharya never wanted any follower. He is talking about pramana. Shruti, yukti, anubhuti. It is understanding. It is not following. That's why I will not agree if someone says you are a follower of Shankaracharya. I am nobody's follower. Because I have pramana and I make use of pramana and I know the truth. It is not a sect or a cult where there is a leader and you follow him, a spiritual leader, and he has given something, you follow him. It is not so. Vedanta does not work that way. Being a follower and having a cult is against the spirit of Vedanta. That is why it is all kaschid dhiraha. It is not followers who understand Yatma Tattva. Kaschid dhirah pratyagatma maikshat. So, Bhashyakara answers Purvapakshi's question. Natvevam dehadi sanghatasyapi शब्दादि स्वरूपत्वा विशेषात् शब्दादि स्वरूपत्वा विशेषात् विज्ञेयत्वा विशेषाच्च न युक्तं विज्ञातृत्वं Natvevam, it is not correct. Etad evam na. The popular notion is not correct. body, mind, senses, no, it is not correct. Because dehadi sanghatasyapi shabdadi swarupatvat. Even the dehadi sanghata, body, mind, sense, etc., the assemblage of body, mind and senses, even they are objects. As they are made of 5 elements, Shabdadi Swarupatva Avisheshat. Their Swarupa is also Shabdadi. Shabdadi means the 5 elements. They are also made of 5 elements. Shabda, we can take it as Akasha. Akasha, Vayu, Ityadi. They are made of 5 elements. And Vijnayatva Visheshacha. And since they are also made of 5 elements, they are also Vijnaya. They are also objects. Vijnayatva Avisheshat. Avisheshat means there is no distinction from the external objects. In terms of being made of 5 elements and in terms of being objects, they are not different from the external objects. Avisheshat. They are not distinct in nature compared to the external objects. It is conveyed by the word avisheshat. Avisheshat means non-distinct. They are also like objects. They are not distinct in nature compared to the external objects. Therefore, they also deserve to be objects and they don't deserve to be knower. Nayuktam vijñātritvam. Because of this reason, they cannot have vijñātritva. They cannot be the knower. They cannot have the status of vijñāta, the knower, the illuminer. Being made of 5 objects, 5 elements, and being objects in themselves, they are also jada, insentient. Therefore, they cannot be the illuminers. Yadi hi dehadi sanghataha रूपाद्यात्मकः सन् रूपादीन् विजानीयात् बाह्या अपि रूपादयः अन्योन्यं स्वं स्वं रूपं च विजानीयुः न च एतदस्ति. Now Bhashyakara says, what will be the problem if we accept that the body, mind, etc. themselves are the knowers? If we accept body, mind and senses themselves are the knowers, that means body, etc., being objects in themselves, they become knowers. In that case, an object itself also can be a knower. Then the same thing can be extended to any external object also. The pot will start knowing the table. The pot will start knowing that within this there is another pot. and it will ask, why did you put another pot in me? Therefore, one cannot accept the knower status of an object itself. Yadi hi, if dehadi sanghataha, the assemblage of body, etc., rupadhyatmakaha san, being rupa, etc., in its nature, being object of senses in its very nature, rupadin vijaniyat, if it knows rupa, etc., if it knows the objects, then bahya api rupadayaha, then even the external objects, bahyaha rupadayaha api, external objects like color, etc., anyonyam, they can know mutually, and swam rupancha, and they can know their own rupa also. Vijaniyuhu, they will know. Nacha etadasti, but this does not happen. The object does not know itself. There is no evidence to say that an object can know itself. Tasmat, therefore, dehadi lakshanascha rupadin, even the dehadi lakshana, rupadin, rupa, etc., the objects, including deha, etc., dehadi lakshanascha, even the deha, etc., are objects. Both the external objects as well as body, etc., even they are objects. The only difference is we identify with the body, etc., as I. There is I identification, whereas with the pot, etc., there is no I identification. It is the only difference. As far as being object is concerned, both are same, as far as their status of object is concerned. Etenaiva, etena means dehadi vyatiriktena eva, because of this Atma, which is distinct from deha, etc., vijanati, vijnana swabhavena atmana, the Atma which is of the nature of vijnanam, vijnana swabhavena, vijanati lokaha, lokaha vijanati. Om Purnamadah Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om.